Hey YouTube. So I know some people said not to do any more crane jobs for YouTube, but I don't listen really that well, and I do what I want to. So we're gonna do another crane video, and we're gonna do this fir tree, this fir tree. We're gonna cut this fir tree down, but we're gonna leave the light. And yeah, this is septic and driveway. The driveway's not that beautiful. We didn't do this, but we will not be adding to the damage of the septic tank guys that they did. Any thoughts for your YouTube fans, Adam?
No.
Oh man, that's cold. Joe?
Nah.
No thoughts for you, YouTube. I got something on the lens. Yeah, is that better? We got Chris from Vermeer here. We're still rocking the monster Axe 19. You see it? Only this time we got the Axe 19 with the big stabilizers under the feed table. What a monster, what a machine. I mean, that truck is small. That truck is almost already scared, huh?
It's already full, we haven't started.
So we'll check in with Chris, see if he has anything to say, then we're just gonna get to work. Chris, Stanley, RDO.
Hello.
Any wisdom or thoughts for your YouTube fans?
No, just excited to see how much of these trees we can chip.
Oh, yeah. He wants to chip the big wood, and yeah, that'll save us time. So I did find some neighbors that we're gonna give some wood to, and that'll save time for us too, not having to take it back to my yard. Even though I kind of want it, I still need to crank out the jobs, you know what I mean? Gotta make the money. So let's do a quick voiceover so I don't have to do all those subtitles or do a bunch of searching through endless music. Endless music quests are not that much fun because the royalty-free music, the stuff I'm allowed to use, is mostly junk, and so there's thousands of songs to choose from and only a few that I really like. This first pick went smooth. You know, a lot of people may not like the crane videos probably because they don't have one, or they consider it like cheating or something. I always wanted my own crane because I could see the value of just magically lifting out giant pieces of your work and not having to process the whole thing off your upper body. And I have done a lot of that, so I feel like, nothing to prove really. I love the crane. And it's also not just a get out of stress free card either. The larger pieces that you're dealing with, let's face it, when you climb a tree, if you're good at it, you understand that you need to put things into a size you can control. So you cut things smaller, or you rig things within your means, the means of your rigging and the means of the tree, and you keep things small and understandable, and you carve an elephant out of a rock by cutting off everything that doesn't look like an elephant. So you can do that little pieces at a time. Anytime you're doing massive pieces, whether you're taking a massive top without a crane, or whether you're falling the whole tree, or lifting things out with a crane, or big rigging, the bigger the piece, the more dynamics and the more potential for great disaster. And so with a crane, and not having been much of a crane operator most of my life, having done a lot of cutting for the crane back in the 90s, but not being an operator, it's a little of a cottonmouth feeling, a little bit of stress every time. It might seem boring to the viewer here, but for us, you know, these are my friends up there on the stick. I'm dangling big heavy things over their head, and so we like things to go smooth, and we put a lot of thought into it, and it's exciting, and it's nerve-wracking, and it's fun. It's everything in one. And so I wish I could convey more of that through crane videos, but really I'm just gonna do what I want. I do these videos for fun anyway, but I wanted to share that with you. And this first pick really did set the tone for the day. It was so smooth. I come from a school, you know, back in the 90s when I was cutting for the crane, we just did one cut. We got the thing pre-tensioned properly, and we got the load balanced properly. We got it rigged, you know, in the way that made the most sense for the shape and weight of it, and for the capacity of the boom and the attitude of the boom or whatever. And then we made one cut, and that's what I'm used to. My guys, Damien and, well, they're not my guys, these guys, they're using more modern cuts like the V cut and the shelf cut and stuff. A lot of older guys don't even believe in that. But I just let them do what they want mostly. This first cut, though, I was like, hey, just give me one cut from the back out, because it would, this kind of oddly shaped top, it would slowly load the boom, transfer the weight from the tree to the boom in a slow, graceful manner. And it was such a beautiful pick. It just slowly started to turn, and next thing you know, without any hoopla, this tree was, this whole top, this massive piece, was suddenly over here floating. And it was really neat.
Boom up, or cable up rather, a touch. It's off. Hold that. Let me just. There it is. I'm watching, it's looking good. Got some dead ones on the far side, but they're all clearing.
That's a lot of words, a lot of talking or whatever, but I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you rather than search for music. And I hope you like this video. So pretty soon I'm probably going to do that video where I talk about bidding. And I have a new video coming up. It's a video from, it's one of the last jobs Jaden Anderson did. It's a bad tree, so it's a bad trees 11. That's in the works. There's probably more crane videos. The bars, the Monkey Beaver, the made for this bars, that some guys have waited a really long time for those. We've got those nearly completed. Me and Joe have basically had to learn a new trade because the guy who's doing them for us got too busy to do them, and so, you know, we've had to learn how to do that. And we're tree guys learning how to be painters, and it's got to be perfect. So that's why there's been a delay, but it's almost done. And then the suspenders prototype is almost done. There was a sneak peek of them the other day in that video I did where I craned out a tree for the church. Prototype Monkey Beaver suspenders are almost finished. We're getting there, guys. This isn't the final product, but the next one is. Those are the Monkey Beaver suspenders. Yeah, or maybe the one after the next one. It takes a while to get it dialed. Right now they're a bit bulky. You can see Joe wearing suspenders and that, and that's basic. They're going to be similar to that, but that wasn't a perfect prototype, so we're close to having that. Anyway, I guess I just went into a little bit of an update thing now. Is there anything else I should mention? Yeah, I don't really want to go on much longer. So we did it. It's not dark yet, YouTube. It's not dark. And we're gonna leave. We're all ready to go. Yeah, some of us are gonna leave. And oh yeah, this was our actually second job today. So pretty good production.